The ground appears to be covered in snow, but this is salt. On the Salvadoran peninsula of San Juan del Gozo, near the coast, saltwater has steadily encroached upon this land because of climate change, according to locals.
The problem with this land is salt. A lot of salt has filtered through. The salt is already this deep.
Juan Vides is a farmer who has lived in the area for decades. He says that for more than 8 years, he has not been able to grow anything on his plot of land due to salt intrusion.
That's why the last time I planted, the corn was literally cooked. It didn't sprout due to the intensity of the salt. It cooked it.
Here, salt water from the sea has both entered the subsoil of coastal areas and is mixing with freshwater aquifers. Some environmental experts, such as Ricardo Navarro, say the situation has worsened because of the rise in sea levels.
As sea level have risen, saltwater intrusion has moved further inland. Where people used to be able to dig a well and get fresh water, they may now find brackish water.
Some residents report that their well water is now saltier.
Of all the wells the families had, there are only 8 that can still be used for human consumption. The water in the other wells is very salty.
There are no desalination plants or other ways to improve water quality in the area. Residents claim they have no government or private support. Some farmers are looking for solutions. The area is also suffering under a prolonged drought, so Raúl Villalta is now planting alternative crops such as cashew and sesame.
Here we have a corn crop, but at the same time we have an agroforestry crop. Amid the corn, we planted cashews. The corn was lost, but the cashew crop remains. And thank God, cashews are quite resistant to drought.
While some farmers switch crops, others try to make a living from fishing in the nearby mangroves or raising livestock like Vides.
Nowadays, with the small amount of cattle that I have there, that's my job. That's how I survive.
And Navarro says there are also ways to fight back against the rising sea levels.
We could bring in fertile soil to build the orchards on elevated ground so that they would not be exposed to salt water.
By creating family orchards on elevated ground, farmers could continue to produce food for their families and communities, even in the face of rising sea levels and saltwater intrusion. For Claudia Saldaña in Jiquilisco, El Salvador, Veronica Villafañe, VOA News.